What's the worst response to, I have a boyfriend? Story 1. Oh, well, is he seeing anyone? Just because there's a goalie doesn't mean you can't score. Unless that goalie is Andrei Vasilevsky. Good luck scoring then. There's only room for one goalie in my mind. The man, the myth, the legend, Scott Sterling. He is begging for mercy, when it's mercy that should be begging for him. I would upvote this twice if I could. Unethical life pro tip, if you have alternate accounts, you can. Just don't do it while talking about crows and jackdaws. They track that and will shadow ban your second account for upvoting twice on the same post with the same IP. When people say this, I imagine them as the annoying fan who runs on the field, trying to get in the goal, holding up the game, and then getting removed via force. Who the frick tries to take someone's partner, and who the F wants to be with someone who lets them do it? It's a completely asinine statement to me. Only when dudes catch me just taking a glance at their woman, appreciating the beauty he has, and he decides to puff up his chest and get in my face about it. That's when I start talking about how he doesn't want to do this with me, and I'm a frick his girl after I beat his butt. But they have to be hella disrespectful to get that response from me. If I wasn't as big as I am, I'm pretty sure I'd have been in lots of fights. So many insecure men out there nowadays. Just take me taking a quick glance at her as a compliment. I don't stare or anything. Sometimes I'll nod with a look on my face at the dude like, she's cute. I've never been more creeped out reading something than I just did. Taking a glance or going cute isn't a compliment. I can go on about my history, but if I'm dating someone, I wouldn't mind a dude looking. If she cheats, then we're done. If a dude is hitting on her, I'm not going to get mad about it. I'll just come over and put my arm around her and say, hey babe. I don't verbally say she's cute to another guy. It's just a nod. If you're going to be insecure about a dude looking, then she ain't for you. I'm not talking directly to you. I'm just saying to whomever it may concern. The frick your girl part is just antagonizing a situation further in hopes she actually does swing, considering he's already aggressive with me over an insecurity. So I play into his insecurities. Knuckle up or shut up is what I grew up learning. Also to never start anything, but always finish it. Story 2. Statistically, he's most likely to murder you. Best one. It's not even close. Well done. It just sounds so much like a Daria quote in my head. Went to my friend's wedding this past weekend. During the maid of honor speech, she said she wanted to give them advice and told them to gaze into each other's eyes for this part. Then promptly told them they were statistically most likely to murder each other. Great speech. Awesome for couples who love true crime and stuff, but you definitely need to know your audience for that one. Look to your left. Look to your right. Look in 6 other directions around you. One of the wedding guests you just saw is about to kill you. Actually, a fictional murder mystery wedding would be so hard to pull off, but it sounds like a fantastic time. I mean, having the lights dim after the ceremony, and then the bride and groom ending up dead on the floor, then giving the guests an hour or 2 of murder mystery first thing at the reception, sounds like a great way of making sure that the couple actually gets some time to eat something on the day. A real murder mystery wedding would also be hard to pull off, but it sounds less like a fantastic time. Friday night TV seems to be all about husbands beating and murdering wives. My husband came upstairs during a particularly gruesome episode. I thanked him for not being a violent or murderous type. He replied, "Yet." Should I be concerned? My immediate and natural response was, "Unless I get you first." It's a tough crowd around this house. Pretty normal interaction, statistically speaking. It's funny because it's true. Story 3. Are you married, though? Happened to me Friday. Good point. My husband won't like it either. When I had a boyfriend, they would say, well, you're not married. When I got married, they would say, well, you're not dead. There's always a way in their heads. Yup. I've had several guys ask, well, he's not here, is he? My guy, there's other women out there. Why on earth would I shut down your advances with I have a boyfriend if I was interested in cheating on him with you? Well, unfortunately, more common than you think. This is exactly the response I used to get. Where's he at? Like, really? You'd be surprised by how often it happens, sadly. Right? It's like, I'm turning you down. Read the room. Absolutely, this. I see all the responses that are jokes, but when you're literally informing the other party and they continue to persist with BS like this, it's really infuriating. Basically saying, I will only stop and or listen to you if another man is here to tell me to. Yeah, I get that most of the replies on this post are trying to be funny, and some of them are quite funny, but I have also had guys say some of these exact comebacks to me in real life, and it's definitely a lot less cute and funny when it's real life and the guy just won't leave you alone after you said you weren't interested. I'm not saying it's crazy that there's people out there that cheat, but why would someone interested in cheating just run around telling any men interested in them that they have a boyfriend? I would think they wouldn't care to share. Also, I feel it's well known many women also say, I have a boyfriend, as another way to turn someone down. Story 4. Slow down, we've only just met, and you're already telling me your personal info. Slow down, let's not label this yet. I'm trying to talk about touching your belly button from the inside, and you're getting all personal. As someone who gets told I have a boyfriend all the time at work when I'm just friendly or nice to my coworkers and customers, I'll have to remember this one. Forgot to infer that I'd use this jokingly. Usually when I get told that they have a boyfriend, it's normally in an "ah shucks" type of manner, since I normally get it when a few of my female coworkers and customers notice me geeking or fangirling out as a guy over a camera or headphones, and they think it's endearing for some reason. If you're getting told that all the time, what you don't need is a witty retort. You need to fundamentally change how you interact with women. I have a boyfriend is only used on guys who can't read social cues or take a hint. Clearly, you are unaware of the wrong signals you're sending. Story 5. So here's my approach. I stole it from somewhere, but I can't remember. Her. I have a boyfriend. Well, what did you have for dinner last night? What? Huh? Or, no, really, what did you have for dinner last night? Spaghetti? Okay, what about the night before that? Grilled chicken? Why didn't you have spaghetti again? Because I wanted something different, variety. Hand her my number. Call me when you're ready to try something different. Walk away immediately. Story 6. And I have a cat. I have a goldfish named Steve. Confused look, and, I just thought we were talking about things that don't matter. And my axe, and my sword, and my bow. Yeah, a so-called boyfriend. Always want to play the game. In the end, you're only playing yourself. It's the gambit that leads to checkmate. This is chess, not checkers. A boyfriend was never a devoted man. The hearts of these young brothers these days are corrupt. Dishonor, snakes, backstabbers, no loyalty. Time to pay the piper. Gotta pay to play, game over. You playing Russian roulette, start in the backyard, got a spot for you in the field. Time to pay dues. Code of silence, dare to send me a message. Colorado, I don't care. We travel across the globe as a nation to handle business. Military vets, game over. Story 7. Well, I have 80 million powers in Rise of Kingdoms. See, you choose Rome when you start out, and use its gathering bonus to acquire resources and train troops. The Roman infantry has a movement speed buff and a defense bonus. With this combo, it's easy to steal from other players. During the mid-game, you can unlock techs and train advanced Roman legionnaires. With Commander Julius Caesar, you'll conquer territories quickly. Within 3 days, your power can surpass 5 million. Oh my gosh, I didn't know that. I'm going to break up with him. I found a new man. I unironically love these ads. I sit through them whenever I see a new one. The ads are always better than the games, though. Always. Story 8. My dad was contracted to work at my mom's job. They got along charmingly, and my dad asked her out to drink. My mom said, "The hell is wrong with you? I'm married." Basically, what my dad said back, "So is my wife. What's the big deal?" She turned him down, of course. He was contracted to work at that place again over a year later and asked her, "Do you remember me?" And she replied, "No." And he said, "Good." They were both in the middle of divorces that time around. He was smart enough to start slower. They eloped after being together 3 years and have been happily married 30 years in October. This reminds me of that one meme where the guy tries again every 5 minutes to shoot his shot at the same girl with dementia. Story 9. That's okay, he can watch. I was going to go with, what's your man got to do with me? But this works too. Story 10. It happened a few days ago. A short girl came in and looked through the whole screw and nail section. I wasn't wearing my company shirt, as I only have 2, and they get dirty fast. I ask, can I help you find anything? She replies back to me, not even looking at me, I have a boyfriend, thanks. I just said, I just work here, ma'am. Well, you were offering to help her find a good screw. Easy mistake on her part. This is golden. I would pay to see the look on her face. Story 11. Well, you deserve 2. I have 7 boyfriends. I saw this one actually go down on another social media app, but can't remember exactly where it was. Some people just want to try everything at the buffet. I instantly thought of the Johnny Bravo thing when he asked a lady out, and she said she already has a boyfriend, and he replied that she looked like the kind of girl who needed 2 boyfriends. Hoo ha! Story 12. For all jealous guys like me, I always wanted my girlfriend to reply, I have a boyfriend, when some guys hit on her. Instead, she would just say, not interested, and walk away. I asked her why she didn't tell them she had a boyfriend. She said that was okay, but may leave the person thinking there's a chance if the boyfriend ever went away. I have to admit, she was right. Asking her to tell someone she has a boyfriend was me trying to control her reactions. That's just not right. Story 13. We have a boyfriend. Soviet anthem plays in the distance. In Soviet Russia, boyfriend have you? Sorry, baby, I love you, but I love Stalin more. That's Comrade Stalin to you. Story 14. Okay, I'll go for your mother then. What about your sister? Does she have a boyfriend? An adventurous aunt, maybe? If anyone needs an adventurous aunt, I volunteer as tribute. References available. Story 15. I once asked a cute girl for her number for coffee or drinks, to which she replied, I have a boyfriend. And I was like, oh, okay, all good then, thanks. A little defeated, but that's the name of the game sometimes. People are taken. Then she said, and not to be this way, but he's also a great guy. In my head, I'm like, which you don't have to kick a guy while he's down. You said you had a boyfriend. I understood the assignment. But also, I'm an amazing guy. You just met him first. The freaking audacity. Story 16. I used to be a criminal defense attorney. I had public defender clients, and a sex worker was a client. I was able to get her a deferred prosecution. No new charges in a year, and her case gets dismissed. Well, she was really nice, but hit on me. She asked me, are you single? I said no. She said, do you want to be? I respect the hustle. Story 17. Yes, I'm trying to get to him through you. Yes, I've been trying to reach him regarding extending his car's warranty. This happened to me in high school because, yeah, I'm going to totally go out with you after you got my girlfriend to cheat with you. What an idiot. As a line, it's funny though. Story 18. I once invited a girl to go out on a boat after work. She told me she had a boyfriend. I told her he didn't need to come. Correct response is, I have a boat. Boats are a lot scarcer than boyfriends. And she could have said no, but you knew she wouldn't because of the implication. Story 19. Does he play Apex? Oh shoot, can I get his gamer tag? Oh my god, I think I know this guy. Oh frick, I think I fricked his mom a couple months back when we were playing COD. Story 20. Not anymore. Pulls out severed boyfriend's head. What's in the box? Oh, what's in the box? What's in the freaking box? Story 21. This just happened to me. I have a friend who wants to talk to you, get to know you. Oh, I have a boyfriend. It's okay if you have a boyfriend, he just wants to talk to you. No, man, shakes my hand and winks at me. So, which one was after me, the friend or the dude talking? We'll never know it. Story 22. I think turnips are expensive. Sorry, I thought we were talking about things that aren't important. Turnips being expensive is important. Why else do you think Turnip Boy committed tax evasion? And a sequel, yet to be released, where he robs a bank, because his life got too expensive. Story 23. Yeah, I know. He's my boyfriend too. Our boyfriend. Invasion of the boyfriend snatchers. Story 24. So who's the unlucky man? Which grave did you rob? Dang, I gotta commit this one to memory. Story 25. Last month I told somebody I have a boyfriend. The man had the audacity to look at my left hand and tell me that if he hasn't put a ring on it, then it doesn't count. Story 26. Well then, I want a divorce. It's not that the response is bad, but the situation. Story 777. That's okay. I want to be your friend. I actually really like this one. This is a best, not a worst. Story 28. I know, I fricked him last night. I just want to complete the set. Story 29. Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. Please leave your stories in the comments. I'd love to make a video of them in the future. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe.